The P.A.S. formula. So what is the P.A.S. formula? This is a very simple copywriting formula. There's not just one way to do it. You can experiment with it a little bit. But I'm talking about writing sales copy. This is something that I fell in love with about 30 years ago. And thanks to Russ von Holscher teaching me how to write copy, or watching him do it for our company. He used to come work with us. You know, we'd sit around the table, we'd talk about all kinds of ideas for new products and services that we could sell to our customers. And then Russ, having the copywriting skills and abilities, he would work longhand, just writing copy on legal pads. And that became the sales letters then that we sent out to our customers and got the orders back. And I just said, God, I really want to do that. That was like 30 years ago. And since then, I've worked really hard to be a good direct response copywriter. There's nothing like getting an idea for a product or service, getting very, very, very excited about it, and writing a bunch of sales copy that proves to people that your product or service delivers on its promises. It gives them the results that they want. It solves some kind of a huge problem that they have, or provides some real important benefits to them. And you know, you can put that sales copy on websites, email messages that go out, or you know, any number of things, sales letters or postcards or whatever. Doesn't matter. You can do voiceover. Doesn't matter what the delivery is. The important thing is that you learn the skills of developing the ability to write copy, and it can be very difficult to learn. But the more you want to learn it, the easier it gets. So here's the P.A.S. formula. The P stands for problem. So what are the biggest problems that your product or service solves? And just make a list of as many of them as you can. And just exhaust yourself coming up with a complete list. The more, the better. All of the problems that your prospective buyers or your current clients or customers have, that you want to solve in the form of a product or a service or a combination thereof. And then the A stands for agitation. So you write the problem down, and then you agitate it by making it real, by thinking it through from a perspective, from a prospect's point of view. What does that problem really mean? And you personalize it to them. And you help them see what the problem is. You help them, you're helping to identify that problem and making it personal to them. That's the agitation process. And then the S part, of course, is the solution. And that's where you talk about how your product or service or combination of solves that particular problem. So it's a very simple kind of thing. It doesn't have to be very long. It can be just a few sentences on each. It's a very simple little formula. Writing down the problem, sort of agitating it, making it personal to them. What does that really mean? Helping to remind them of the pain that they feel, or you know, making it personal to them, and then the solving it. Then what you do, and this is where it's really kind of an art form, but you teach yourself how to do this. Now you can take all of that copy that you've written, and you can edit it like crazy. So that there's lots of different ways that you can string them all together, or use them as individual pieces. Try to then identify what are the biggest problems, and this is where it helps to really have an intimate knowledge of your market, your people that you sell to. But you know, this is how a lot of these long form sales letters or these websites that you go to, they're just using formulas. And you can't often see it because they edit it out at the end. So at the end, it's not so, it's sort of masked a little bit. It's sort of hidden. And besides, your prospective buyers they buy in a vacuum anyway, so they're never going to see the formula anyway, and they don't even care. Even if they can see it, it's not important to them. What is important to them is they have problems, and they're looking for products and services or combinations of that help to solve those problems. And so it's a very simple copywriting method. It lets you focus on the prospect or the customer or the potential future customer. And it lets you think about them and what's important to them. and then just exhausting yourself. Come up, and then as you go along, as you learn more about your marketplace, you strive to continue to add to that list. So you deepen your understanding of what the real problems are that you're solving. You know, that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about entrepreneurs. We solve problems for a living. We make our money solving problems. There's a few bad apples that give us all a bad name, but essentially we look for problems that other people are having, and we then create or develop or find products and services that solve those problems or lead to the solutions to those problems. So I hope something I've said here has helped. I'm always looking for good joint venture business partners. If you're looking for a way to make more money, go to heytj.com. That's HEYTJ.com, or send me an email at tickets@heytj.com. And I hope this has helped, and I hope that you'll just experiment with this, practice with this. It took me about 10 years before I became really good at writing copy. Now, I don't want that to discourage you on that, because if you're selling to people you have a pre-existing relationship with, even really bad sales copy will produce good results. So I was making money that entire 10 years. I'm making a lot of money, but it took me about 10 years to really get good at it. And don't let that discourage you, because there's really it's one of the greatest feelings to be able to put words, whether it's those words end up on websites or whatever format those words end up, and then to get people to send you their money or to create revenue from the words that you wrote. It's a great feeling. So, hey, thank you very much. If you're looking for a good JV opportunity, I will ultimately help you for no cost whatsoever, as long as you're a joint venture partner of mine. We can become friends. We can make money together. If that interests you, go to my website at heytj.com and just reach out to me. And thank you very much. Bye for now.